One aspect of Reason sound design I've always found a lot of fun is combining CV modulation with combinator modulations. And we're going to do that now in order to create a morphing-like effect by changing all of the filter's frequency and resonance controls at once. So there's multiple ways to do that. I'm going to just show you one of them, the first one that comes to my mind. So to do that, we're going to set up CV1 input on the first 6 slots of this combinator programmer for the alligator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more. And we're going to target those to each filter's frequency and resonance. So we need 2 controls for each one of the bands. So now I've added in some values here semi-randomly for each frequency and resonance control. Hopefully that'll sound good. Now what we need to do is go down to our Thor here and take its rotary 1 and send that out CV output 1. And we'll send that into the CV1 input for the combinator at 127. So let's listen to what this morph sounds like right now. So it's a pretty nice but subtle sound. I like it. You could obviously change the frequency and resonance to your taste. So now what we're going to do is just name this control. And we're going to control it using the first combinator control as well. There. So you might ask, why didn't we just use rotary 1 on each one of these slots and just avoid using the Thor altogether? And the reason is, since we're starting in the CV realm here, what we can do is add different CVs together to come up with the modulation value that moves these controls. And I'll show you what I mean by sending an LFO signal out that's going to be added to the modulation of this morph control. So what we want is LFO2 is also being sent out CV output 1, and it's being scaled by rotary 2. So we're mixing these two CV signals to come up with the final modulation result. Alright, so now we can control the amount of LFO modulation that we want, in addition to moving manually the controls. So let's add this LFO rotary to the combinator. So now it's all very easily controllable from the combinator panel.